You will need your student skill practice book. And remember, if you don't have that, that's okay. You can just use a piece of paper and pencil for your assignment at the end of today's lesson. In our last lessons, we learned all about nouns. Today, we are going to learn about a new kind of word. We will learn about verbs. A verb is a word that tells what someone or something does or is. Some verbs tell what someone or something does. These are called action verbs. And action verbs, they can make your writing exciting. Listen to these action verbs. Float, go, look, and fall. These are just a few examples of some action verbs. Now listen to this sentence. It reads, Charlie and Sasha play outside. There's Charlie and Sasha down there. This sentence is about Charlie and Sasha, but what about them? What are they doing? Which word tells me? Go ahead and take a look at the sentence again. This word play, that tells me what they are doing. Play is an action verb. It shows an action. Now listen to this sentence. It reads, dark clouds blank in the sky. Take a look at our examples of our action verbs again. We have float, go, look, and fall. Which one of those action verbs would make most sense? Dark clouds blank in the sky. Were you thinking float? Yes, that's what they do. This word float is an action verb because it tells me what the clouds do. Now listen to this next sentence. It reads, the children blank at the clouds. Well, what do they do? Go ahead and think. Well, I hope you said look. The children look at the clouds. This word look is an action verb. It tells me what Charlie and Sasha are doing. Now let's take a look at number 3. It reads, soon raindrops blank from the sky. Well, what is it that those raindrops do? Yes, they fall from the sky. The word fall is an action verb. It tells me what the raindrops do. Now this one reads, Charlie and Sasha blank back inside. What is it that Charlie and Sasha do? They go back inside. That word go is an action verb because it tells us what Charlie and Sasha do. Let's take a look at number 2 again. We use the action verb look here, but can you think of another action verb that means the same as look? Go ahead and think. That was some good thinking. I was thinking of the action verb stare. The children stare at the clouds. Stare is another action verb. Let's go and look at number 4 again. Charlie and Sasha go back inside. What's another action verb besides the word go? Go ahead and think. Well, I was thinking run. I know that if it were raining outside and I was out there, I would want to run back as fast as I can. This word run is an action verb. Nice job. Here are a few more examples of some action verbs. This one we've already heard, run. And dance, that's an action verb. It's telling me what that little girl is doing. Laugh, that's another action verb. And write, writing is an action verb. And read. These are just a few examples of some more action verbs that you can use in your writing. Now that we learned about verbs that show action, we will learn about some verbs that don't show action. These are called linking verbs. They show what a person or thing is or is like. They are called linking verbs because they link or connect the person or thing the sentence is about to the other words that give more detail. This picture right here is a picture of a linking chain. Do you see this piece in the middle? Well, it links or connects one part to the other part, just like a linking verb who connects what or who the sentence is about to the part that gives more detail. Here are some examples of some other linking verbs. Is, are, am, was, were. Now listen to this sentence. It reads this: Charlie and Sasha are my friends. Who is this sentence about? Go ahead and think. Yes, the sentence is about Charlie and Sasha. Which words tell us more about Charlie and Sasha? Yes, my friends. This verb right here, are, links the words Charlie and Sasha and the words my friend. You can think of a linking verb as an equal sign, and that Charlie and Sasha equal my friends. Let's take a look at another example. It reads this: The sky is gray today. What is this sentence about? Yes, the sky. And which words tell us more? Go ahead and think. Yes, gray today. This verb in the middle is, that's the linking verb. It tells us more about who or what. The sky is gray today. Remember, you can think of it as an equal sign. The sky equals gray today. But instead of saying equals, we use that linking verb is. Let's take a look at another example. It reads, I am cold. Who or what is this sentence about? I. And which word tells me more? Cold. Yes. And this word in the middle, am, that's that linking verb. Remember, we can think of it as an equal sign. I am cold. They equal each other. Let's take a look at another example. It reads, the sun was bright yellow. Who or what is this sentence about? Yes, the sun. And which words tell me more about the sun? Yes, bright yellow. And can you see which verb, what the verb is in this sentence? Yeah, I hope you were thinking this word was. The sun was bright. Remember, I could think of that word was like an equal sign. The sun equals bright yellow. Was is an example of a linking verb. You'll notice that you use lots of linking verbs in your sentences. Now we will work together to decide which verb completes some sentences. Remember, action verbs show an action, and here are our action verbs for today's activity: jump and splash. And our linking verbs are is and are. Let's listen to the first sentence. It reads, today blank a rainy day. This sentence is missing a linking verb. Which one of the linking verbs is it missing? Go ahead and think. Is. Today is a rainy day. This sentence was missing the linking verb is. Let's listen to number 2. It reads, Charlie and Sasha blank over puddles. This sentence is missing an action verb. Which one of those action verbs, jump or splash, tells me what Charlie and Sasha would do over puddles? Go ahead and think. I hope you were thinking jump. Charlie and Sasha jump over puddles. Jump is an action verb. Number 3 reads this. Then they blank through water. This sentence is missing an action verb. Splash. Then they splash through water. Splash is an action verb. It tells me what they are doing. And here's our last example. Now their boots blank wet. Yes, you got it. are. Now their boots are wet. Are is the linking verb that was missing in this sentence. Boots equal wet. Nice work. You are becoming a verb expert. Congratulations. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. Your assignment for today is to complete page 35 in your Being a Writer language skill practice book, or complete the assignment your teacher gave you. Remember, if you don't have your practice book, you can copy the work from this page onto a piece of paper.